Hi, I'm Ines. As you know, we have recently released our shiny new feature, which is website generation. And I wanted to go through three quick examples to show you how you can utilize it in your work. So I'll just quickly get into it. Let's start with the first example. So let's say I am an online store owner and I'm preparing for a Black Friday campaign. And I want a pretty, deals page that I can forward to my customers. So I prepared a simple prompt for it, which I will paste here so we can go through. So I simply say, I want you to prepare a Black Friday offers page for my store. And I picked a random store I found on Amazon. Let's say like it's from Design. I have no idea who they are, but yeah, shout out to Design if they're watching this. And as you can see, it's a modest page. They have some deals listed here. So I give it to Maia and say, okay, just get all the details for the products. And I want you to prepare Black Friday deals page. And I add some additional, instructions like make it stylish and eye-catching, create the hero section, and with top 3 products. And I want you to, I say, put a discount code there for my customers. So let's go ahead and just run this. And Maia will first write down a simple plan to do that by, again, writing down my instructions, note them down so that you can work on it afterwards. So it's building, something simple again. It is putting some sections for the prompt so I can just click into them. And it'll, of course, immediately go ahead and run it because I provided all the details. In the meantime, you can take a look at it. So as you can see, it instructs itself to visit that page, retrieve all this information from these products, and it'll go ahead and prepare a website for me. And, it writes down some more details about how this website should be generated. So that looks good. In a few minutes time, it'll manage to do something as I expect. So after this finished, I'll get back to you. Okay, it's completed in under 8 minutes, and let's go ahead and take a look. So as you can see, it visited the page using browser and then generated the website. It looks weird here, but and it'll be better in the actual website. Then it explains what it did. Yeah, so let's go ahead and check the details. So it visits the page, scrolls down, to see the products. Yeah, and then comes back and prepares the website. Let's click on this to see it. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, it prepared this top 3 products thing. We can click on them. Yeah, it goes to the correct products. So it automatically fetched all these images and, all the pricing information and links to those products. And like I asked, it puts this discount code. I'm not sure if it's the prettiest, but we could go back and tell it to do something else maybe. And then it lists all the remaining products, so you can take a look at those too. And yeah, in under 8 minutes, and with a single prompt, you can have something like this basically. Let's continue with the second example, and now let's assume this time I'm a VC scout and I need to go ahead and find all these shiny new startups out there. And I need to be fast and I need a solid strategy to apply to each to stay competitive. So I will give a link to a startup's website and I want Maia to consume all that information and do some additional research on the web and prepare some report for me about what they're doing and send it to me via email. I will also ask Maia to build a simple form page so I can embed that workflow running in the background, doing all the magic to this simple form so I can use it whenever I want. I again have a simple prompt for it. So I say, okay, I'm a VC scout. I want to do this evaluation. And, just like I said, do whatever you can find and combine everything into a clear structured report with key insights. And when the report is ready, email it to me. I will say here, my address is denis@modularmind.app. And then I say, I want to deploy this with a webhook. This will allow us to put the VC Scout workflow in the background connected to a form we will also build with Maya. Again, so I can bookmark it simply and to use it multiple times. Let's go and run it. Once again, Maya will try to build a plan for it, then come up with something we can work on. As you can see, it says I already connected my Gmail account since I asked it to send an email. It checks if I connected an email service, which is Gmail in our case. So this provides this send email action. So Maya can attach it to the workflow and use it whenever it's needed. Okay, the plan is ready now. And it suggests me to do a webhook deployment thing, which is what I asked. And as you can see, it just prepares some simple prompt. And here there are the instructions. Let's check if my email is there. Yes. So Maya will know where to send it to. And it attached this send email action to be able to access it whenever needed. So without running this, I will just go ahead and deploy. And we will try to run this again through the web interface, the simple form we create. So I'll go ahead and create deploy. As you can see, it prepares some descriptive titles and description for me to remember what this was about in this deployments page, which we'll see in a minute. So now we have our link to this workflow. So whenever we call this link with additional data if needed, the deployed workflow in the cloud will trigger and process our request. Now, at this stage, I will go and write about the form I want. And I also have a simple, prompt for it. I say, okay, create a web page to trigger this VC scout and workflow. And I want a single input field for the website of the startup. You'll have a submit button and it'll show a simple success message. And it'll automatically clear the field so we can use it without refreshing a page. Now I'll go to deployments and have our link from here and get back to here and I'll say the link to the scouting workflow is this. Let's go and run. So we prepared the workflow and it started running it. And it's, again, quite simple. It just wrote down the instructions I shared. And I expect it to build a single page form so we can trigger our deploy scouting workflow. So let's wait for it and I'll be again back when it's finished. Okay, it's finished in 1 minute, 32 seconds. And let's just quickly go through and run it. So I'll try one of the hottest startups out there, which is Modular Mind. And I'll go ahead and click submit. So it'll again trigger our scouting workflow with the input of this startup's website. So the deployment in the background will start working on it. So we have this success message as well. Now I'll just simply go to my inbox and wait for this report to arrive. Okay, we have our report, startup evaluation report, Modular Mind. So it's prepared in Markdown formatted content, which is kind of hard to read in the email. But now I realize I didn't really specify what kind of format I'm expecting. Maybe I could go back to our, Scout workflow and add a section saying format everything. Even I could ask for a PDF into a PDF file and send it as an attachment. I mean, you can always go back and forth to improve the performance, because the more details you provide, the better Maya will perform. But I will just to see what it wrote, I'll quickly go through the content. There's a startup overview of what they do, main product and service, target market, recent funding rounds, team and leadership. I see myself here. Yeah, that's fine. And then it basically came out with all the sections we asked it to prepare. We all wrote here, funding, financials, team and leadership, etc. So it came up with a comprehensive brief one. And there's actually this your final take thing as well. So it says it's a high potential and high risk opportunity. Okay, that's kind of fair. The technology is impressive, but deeper due diligence is needed. It says, yeah, and that's kind of it. So I can bookmark this page and get back to this and write any website, and it'll prepare me something. But I also want to quickly go back and see what happened in the background. So there's this deployment we had, Startup Evaluation Scout. So prepared, as you can see, the run is here, and it took 9 minutes and 13 seconds. So you can see all the steps taken here. As you can see, it visited the web page. Let's open expand this. Visited the web page using the browser. It did the web search, and it came up with some findings from that web search. We can even go ahead and take a look at what it did on our website. So it opened it, scrolled a bit, and opened this solutions page. Scrolled there a bit further. Open the other automated intelligence page, and it just skims through the pages, and it opened the blog even, skims through the pages, and takes all that information and prepares a report. Then it used this send email action, with this body we've seen in our email. So yeah, cool. Now I'll quickly go to our third example, and I would like to go a bit more fancier this time. So assume in this case, I am a marketing professional and I want to create personalized offers at scale. And I will give Maia the link to my cold leads website that I found somewhere. And I wanted to analyze their website and their social pages. Let's go with Instagram this time. And I wanted to prepare a personalized outreach page from that information. And I want to offer a free audit, simple but effective audit to my cold lead. And I have a prompt I prepared previously. So quickly go and paste this. It's a bit longer than the others, but it's still all about explaining what I want. And I say I want to generate personalized outreach pages for my cold sales campaigns. And I say I'll give you the link and you'll work on. And you should visit the website, briefly research the company. As I said, I want to use Instagram for the sake of the example to research about their socials. But first, I ask it to find their Instagram profile link from that web page because we won't know. And then I ask it to visit the Instagram profile, prepare a short marketing audit based on their content, engagement, post visuals, and overall branding. And I ask it to just identify what's working well and what could be improved and what opportunities they're missing. Of course, if you're a real marketing professional, you will have your secret sauce and you can write down all the things there. You can even provide some comprehensive documents on how to approach the problem. But I'll keep it simple now because I'm no expert in marketing, unfortunately. Then I say, prepare a page, prepare a value proposition tailored to them and explain the page. And then I give some details about the page, about what I want. Then I say, I'll actually give you a template for Maia to standardize the page as well. So it doesn't need to, think about how to stylize the page. And then I ask it to just send the email to the lead. And I give a template for the email as well. So it says, okay, hi, I'm doing this. I wanted to share something simple. You can view it here. And if you'd like, I can walk you through the findings. So let's go and run this. Again, for Maia to build something for us so I can basically fill the fields. Okay, now it says I need that template you mentioned for the page structure, but I say you put a placeholder for it. I'll fill after it. Okay, now it's built something. It looks a bit more complicated than the other two. Since I said first analyze their websites and retrieve their Instagram profile details, it thought, let's break this problem into 2 steps. And at first step, it says, let's go and research the website and find Instagram. And we could also deploy this with the webhook, just like I showed you in the previous example. But I will just go ahead and fill this, to make it faster. And in this example, I want to use our beloved Core Sports. And here's the lead's website. I will say lead name, company name. Let's say I don't know. We could even remove those because I think Maya can understand those details after visiting the website. So let's just remove those. And I say, okay, research the company and identify company's official Instagram profile or username from the website if it includes that. And thankfully, Core has that information here. So the link is shared on the website. And then in the second one, it'll audit Instagram, generate the page, and send the email. And there are some placeholders here too. Page structure template, just like I told it. I will now provide that. And I had something like this, quite simple. And it has some section introducing us, what we're doing, why we're reaching out, and then some challenges we mentioned that they might be struggling with, and then I explain how we can help them to succeed, and then at the end I put a CTA for them to be able to reach out to me by scheduling a call. So I will actually right click and we say view page source and copy this relatively simple HTML code. I don't even need to understand that really. I'll just paste it here. And Maya will have that information. So again, it'll just use that template without trying to invent something new. And lead details, we don't really need these here provided because they will be researched and written in the previous step. Lead email address also should be known from the web page because again, it's written here. It's hello@coursesports.com. So Maya will understand that should be the email it should use. But for my name, it says, let's put Dennis, the marketer. And also, since Maya will need to visit Instagram and see the content, it has to be signed in to Instagram to be able to, see the content because Meta doesn't allow for you to anonymously visit their platform. So it suggests me to log into Instagram, which you can also see here. If you click either of these, Maya will initiate its secure browser so I can log into an Instagram account on its behalf. And the next time it opens the browser, it will be able to access the content. So I will just use an account. Yeah. You can use any account. And since these platforms really don't want you to autonomously browse their platforms, you might want to use a kind of like a burner account or something for such operations. Let me quickly verify that I am a human. Okay, I'm logged in now. Now I can safely go ahead and close the browser, and Maya will be able to get past this login screen the next time it visits. So I think it looks ready, so I can close this one, by the way, and go ahead and run it myself using this run workflow button. Okay, it's finished in 10 minutes, 50 seconds. So let's go to our client's email, which was hello@courtsports.com. And as you can see, you've received the mail. So it says, "Hi, Court Sports team." Let's open it. I took just like the format I've given for the body of the email. It says I took a quick look at your Instagram presence and prepared a short audit, and it puts the link to that page here, and then says, okay, I can walk you through the findings if you like, and from there is the marketer. And if we click on that link, as you can see, it also prepared this personalized page as well, almost perfectly copied the template I've given. And there was this CTA in my original prompt. I've given a link saying, okay, this is the link to my calendar, and it correctly, hopefully, navigates to that. This is just another calendar link I have, which you can use, by the way, to talk about Maya. So it actually prepared the content for Court Sports. As you can see, it says, okay, I found Court Global on Instagram, and it mentions some stunning visual branding, and it says, okay, I noticed that your high quality content isn't getting the community engagement it deserves. It mentions, there was a brief section what we learned about Court, and it mentions the challenges again: stagnant community growth, critically low engagement, and untapped content potential. And then here's our section about how they could help Core Sports, and mentions community building strategy, content that converts, strategic follower growth, and data driven optimizations. Then it comes up with some suggestions, and at the end we have our CTA. So Maya, in around 10 minutes, can go ahead and research your potential customer and comes up with some simple solution to basically warm them into your service. And I will quickly again come back and see what happened in the background. So it first again visits the website and retrieves the link to the Instagram profile. So it visits, takes a look at the page, scrolls a bit, and then in the second stage, it visits that Instagram account. And it scrolls there a bit as well. It clicks on some posts and sees the details about it, like how many likes it has, like comments, etc. Yeah, so it does a quick skim through the page because that's what we asked, really. We didn't really give any detailed analysis instructions at all. But again, that will be something that you can provide for your service because you will be the one who knows everything about what to do. So you can just type those out to Maya to make sure it does what you ask it to. That's it really. These were 3 simple examples to get you started with the website generation with Maya. And let me know about your use cases, and maybe we can do some more sessions to work on them together, and tell me what you think in the comments in general. Yeah, so thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.